Going on, Dereck Faulkner, Athletes for Vets, Executive Director here at the Toys for Tots Hub here in South Jersey. Man, I'm just excited to continue to work with this organization, and it's great to see some things. So we're gonna go through a bunch of the operations here. You can look and see, man, they got small rooms for girls, toys and games for girls at 6 and 8 year olds. Gina and her team really runs a great operation here. Has been doing it for over 10 years. This year we're up to 30,000 kids. 30,000 kids this year. So this is just the this is just the preview. So we got light toys for the infants and kids and babies. So we do a lot of things here. This is something that is not just a seasonal month or two. This is like literally 6 months of preparation and then an entire breakdown and process. So what we're doing is we want to create a South Jersey hub in Burlington and Camden County specifically, to make this where this will be the Toys for Tots hub for the entire year, so families can begin to start to plan, organizations can start to plan on how many toys they need, and then we can come in and start to really prepare for it. But let's go in and check out some more, man. So we have the team here, the staff, they're all here. They work here, for the next, starting in early October, and they're here every day. So we have tons of bikes donated from different organizations that come in from, donors. They put the bikes together for the kids, and then they deliver them here, and then we give them to the family. So every kid can get a bike. When you have a bike as a kid, man, it's like, that's your first opportunity to explore, right? You can explore your neighborhood, you could drive, you can ride around, you and your friends, you guys go, to the next neighborhood and ride around, and then you're getting a bunch of exercise, and you realize you've been on your bike for 3 or 4 hours, and you just put a ton of workout, a big workout in, and you didn't even realize it. So for kids, man, I think bikes are great. I'm really big on being able to get a kid a bike. The thing about giving the community, it's not gender, age specific, right? You want to help anybody. Anybody needs help. Kids, everybody wants to wake up in the morning, Christmas morning, and see some gifts under the tree. Even if it's a book, if it's a game, if for a kid, if it's a toy, if it's a new truck. That's the thing, is about making a kid feel like they're no different from any other kids at their school, on their block. Kids will come in, after I know when I was growing up, after school, you would come in from Christmas break. Everybody comes back and they're talking about, what'd you get? What was the toys that you get? So you can talk about it, man. Hey, I got a new Tonka truck, or I got, a new bike. I'm really big, me personally, I'm really big on the toys that are for active. So I like to see kids active. I like to see kids getting outside, getting off the video games, getting off of the computer, and going out and playing. And if they're not playing and doing something physical, I like kids to be able to use their mind, right? So puzzles and things that can kind of feed their brains, I think those are the best toys. For us, toys is just something simple. Like a toy, a kid will have it, it'll break, it's whatever, but, the impact of a kid not getting anything on Christmas, I think that'll leave a lasting scar. So, the NFL alumni, we work with a couple orphanages in the area, some orphanage, and the kids, we provide these toys from here. So I think that's really important, that we understand, this is impacting not only kids' families, but kids that don't have homes either, right? Kids that don't have families, and to see the look in these kids' eyes, they're excited to see me. They're oh wow, this kid play football. This big guy play football. But for me, it doesn't matter if I play football or not, right? I would look at it and want to make sure a kid's got a smile on his face, right? That kid can ultimately be, the next collegiate volleyball player, right? Or he could be an NCAA basketball player, because just the fact that he was able to receive a basketball at 10 years old, and then he developed a love for it, becoming a great high school player, end up going to college and change his life. So I look at it, this opportunity it trickles down, and it starts here. It starts with the ultimate start of just wanting to give and providing community. I think that that's really important. It's really just everyone, race, creed, gender, who cares? And it's all about building community, helping others, extending hands, and wrapping your arms around everyone. We'll see, families coming in, black, white, whatever, right? They're coming in to, because they need assistance and they need some help providing their children with toys. Every kid gets 4 toys apiece. And the thing is, we also allow the families to come in and pick what they want. You know your kid, so you can come in, pick what you want, and then, bring it home, and then, he'll have something under his tree. So I think this is great what Gina and the Toys for Tots of Burlington County are doing. I think this is awesome. This really inspired me. Over the last 10 years at Athletes for Vets, we have a bunch of different initiatives we worked in, but this hit close to home for me. One, it's in my backyard. I'm South Jersey kid, man. I grew up here, born and raised. This is home for me. This is home. And then the second part that I think was most important was, for Athletes for Vets, we get to come back home and start to impact our community back home. And I think that's really important, right? I love the fact that I was able to, for the last 10 years, we were able to do so many different things nationally, but this is something I could put my stamp on and work with a local organization and really do something to feel like I'm giving back to South Jersey and giving back to the community. I look at this and you see 5,000 square feet full of nothing but toys, and all of these bags and bags of toys are going away. This place will be empty in a few days. We need to get a 10,000 square foot building, and we need to have this place be in operation for the entire year. This can be a yearly operation. Because if you look at it, families are in need all the time. And that's one day out of the year, but we can ultimately start, a community bank, not only for toys, but for food, clothing. I mean, you have organizations that do all of these different moving pieces. Let's all join together and try to put together an entire, conglomerate of community access for people of this community. Everyone, from Morristown to Pennsauken to Camden, to Voorhees, to Willingboro, wherever, man. Burlington, we want to come in and make this an operational, functional place where churches feel comfortable, sending people from their church to come here and get, get help, whatever it may be. So yeah, this is the entire operation, man. This is, 5,000 square feet of toys, and how we're able to operate and how we're able to provide for the community here in Burlington County. So again, we're going to continue to move forward. We're going to continue to get more of the NFL involved. Hopefully, next year, I can tap the Philadelphia Eagles and they'll be more willing to jump in with us. I know that, Jeffrey Lloyd and the organization are big on community, and not only, in Philadelphia, but also in our surrounding areas of South Jersey. So, I'm challenging my former team, the Eagles, to come in and help us. Again, appreciate the support from the NFL alumni and the NFLPA. And thank you again to all our players, and thank you to all that's been able to help us.